Hello everybody, my name is Bone Train and welcome back to It Moves. Now, this game, last time, it was really intriguing and I wanted to play some more. I just got finished playing Video Game the Game and it was a small game and I just wanted to get back to this. What the hell is that? That looks so weird. I think this is when I wake up. Maybe? I had to go through the whole thing again because it didn't save it for some strange reason. And so we're starting off from here. Sorry. Sweetie, what's wrong? I had a bad dream. Oh, that's too bad, sweetie. I'll be up in a minute. We can eat breakfast together. Alright, hurry up. Go change your clothes. I'll be right there. So another day started. It was a day of little importance. Won't bother you with details. Is that even though I played with friends and I somehow felt lonely. I didn't enter my new room until later that night. It was time to go to sleep again. I believe I've already done this for you guys. Maybe. I don't remember. Go fuck to sleep, nigga. Chapter 2, Labyrinth. I'm gonna keep trying to play. See, yes, save. See? None of them are saved. I don't know why. It's blocking me. There's none there blocking me. I don't understand. It's that one. That one. That one. And then this one. Time to explore. So, this game is also free. And for a free game, this is pretty well made. Wanted poster of what? What? What is this? Ventilation, maybe. There is still stuffy though. That's for monsters to come out and play. Poster for some concert. It looks old. What's this? What? Okay. Apparently my kid wanted to go a lot faster now. The fuck was that? Am I supposed to follow that thing? I'm going insane, aren't I? That says nothing. Oh, it's just here. Instructions on how to use a fire extinguisher. Why would you need to know that? What the fuck? At least that thing is not attacking me. Yet. What's this? Looks like a fan. Ventilation may same thing. Where is his eye supposed to be going? The fuck is this? Nothing interesting here? That's pretty interesting to me. What in the shit is going on in this kid's mind? There's just something very off about this. This can't just be like a regular nightmare. Fucking scared me. And a corpse. Oh, well, great. I can see a face. That's not creepy at all. Face just staring at me. Because that's what I want in my life. A demonic face staring at me. Something bad's gonna happen. I know something bad's gonna happen. I'm guessing I'm supposed to be looking for these things. Face is becoming more pronounced. Hi. Okay. That's it. Alright. That was it, I guess. When you awake from a deep sleep to something moving and stirring, it can take a few moments for you to truly understand what's happening. The fog of sleep hangs over your eyes and ears, even when lucid. Something was moving. There was no doubt about that. At first, I wasn't sure what it was. Everything was dark, almost pitch black, but there was enough light creeping in from outside to outline that room. Two thoughts appeared in my mind almost simultaneously. The first was that my parents were in bed because the rest of the house lay both in darkness and silence. The second thought turned to the noise, a noise which had obviously woken me. That was it. Bedsheets rustling in the dark and someone breathing, as if some disturbed sleeper was attempting to get all too comfortable in the bunk bed. I lay there in disbelief, thinking that the noise was either my imagination, perhaps just my pet cat finding somewhere comfortable to spend the night. It was then that I noticed my door shut as it had been as I'd fallen asleep. Perhaps my mom had checked in on me and the cat had sneaked into my room then. I don't believe that's true. Yes, that must have been it. I turned to face the wall, closing my eyes in the vain hope that I could fall back to sleep. As I moved, the rustling noise from underneath me ceased. Thought that I must disturbed the cat. My cat, whatever. But quickly I realized that the visitor in the bottom bunk bed was much less mundane than my pet trying to sleep, and much more sinister. As if it altered to and disgruntledly, whatever, by my presence, the disturbed sleeper began to toss and turn violently, like a child having a tantrum in their bed. I could hear the sheets twist and turn with increasing ferocity. Fear then gripped me, not like the subtle sense of unease and I had experienced earlier, but now potent and terrifying. It's getting louder. My heart raced as my eyes panicked. Scanning the almost impenetrable darkness, I let out a cry. As most young boys do, I instinctively shouted on my mom. I could hear something stir on the other side of the house, but as I began to breathe a sign of relief that my parents were coming to save me, the bunk beds suddenly started to shake violently as if gripped by an earthquake, scraping against the wall. I could hear the sheets below me thrashing around as if tormented by mallets. I did not want to jump down to safety as I feared the thing in the bottom bunk would reach out and grab me, pull me into the darkness, so I stayed there, white knuckles clenching my own blankets like a shroud of protection. The wait seemed like an eternity. "What's wrong? Did you have a bad dream?" I cried, and my mother consoled me. Tears of fear followed by relief streamed down my face. Yet though all the horror and relief, I did not tell her why I was so upset. I cannot explain it, but it was as tough whatever had been in that as though whatever had been in that bunk would return if I ever so much as speak of it. Whether that was the truth, I do not know, but as a child I felt as if that unseen menace remained close listening. My mother lay in the empty bunk, promising to stay there until morning. I remember the next day wanting to go out anywhere, be anywhere, but in that suffocating room. It was a Saturday and I played outside quite happily with my friends. Although our house was not large, we were lucky to have a long sloping garden in the back. We played there often as much of it was overgrown and we could hide in the bushes, climbing the huge sycamore tree which towered above all else, and easily imagine ourselves in the throes of a grand adventure. As fun as it all was, what the fuck is that? Occasionally my eye would turn to that small window in my room, ordinary, slight, and inconspicuous. But for me, that thin boundary was a looking glass into a strange, cold pocket of dread. Outside the lush green surroundings of our garden filled with the smiling faces of my friends. Inside, the feeling of something in that room, watching me play, waiting for the night when I would be alone, eagerly filled with hate. It may sound strange to you, but by the time my parents ushered me back into that room for the night, I said nothing. I didn't protest. I didn't even make an excuse as to why I couldn't sleep there. I still felt that this thing would be enraged if I so much as speak of it. Another night came. You know what's really strange though? I really like this game because I actually used to have nightmares like this. Waking up feeling like something watching me in my house. And it was terrible. What the fuck is this? What the hell? Something's wrong with you, kid. The banner on a long pole is too old and torn to make out any details. Well, that started to blink. Am I ever gonna get out of this hell? Yep, this thing is turning darker. Lights are flashing. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, because that's what I wanted, to be standing inside a pentagram. That did nothing. Some kind of machine. Hello. I wonder what that did. Maybe one of the doors opened? I don't like this. Well, that's still locked. About over here. And that's still locked. Some kind of altar. Okay. Bye. A picture of some kind of green landscape. The picture is too bad shape to make out any details. Just terrific. Oh. Yeah. How are you? Doing perfectly fine with your bitch ass. Sorry. That was a little... It's a little, mean there. I do not trust anything that's happening here. I don't want to open that. Just waiting for me. Okay, so I press that button. Okay, that's not open yet. Is this one over here open yet? Over here? Yes, it is. Great. What in the shit? What the fuck? Mask is gone. It's on the floor. I let that thing out, didn't I? Nope. Still standing there. Nice eyeballs. Okay. I went to see you. There has to be another door. I don't remember opening anything. I don't remember there being another door though. Is it this one? No. Oh, okay. This is probably gonna be bad. Yeah, great, it's gone. What the fuck? What the fuck? It's funny how certain words can remain hidden from your mind no matter how blatant and obvious they are. One word came to me that night, lying there in the darkness alone, frightened, aware of a rotten change in the atmosphere, a thickening of the air, as if something had displaced it. As I heard the first casual twist of the bed sheets below, the first anxious increase of my heartbeat at the realization that something was once again in the bottom bunk bed. A word which had been sent into exile filtered up through my consciousness, breaking free of all repression, gasping for air, screaming, etching, and carving itself into my mind. Ghost. As this thought came to me, I noticed that my unwelcome visitor had ceased moving. The bedsheets lay calm and dormant, but they had been replaced by something far more hideous. Slow, rhythmic, rasping, breathed, heaved, and escaped from the thing below. I could imagine its chest rising, and falling with each sordid, wheezing, and garbled breath. I shuddered and hoped beyond all hope that it would leave without occurrence. The house lay as it had the previous night, in a thick blanket of darkness. Silence prevailed. All but the perverted breath of my as yet unseen bunkmate. I lay there terrified. I just wanted this thing to go, to leave me alone. What did it want? Then something unmistakably chilling transpired. It moved in a way different from before. When it threw itself around the bottom bunk, it seemed unrestrained, without purpose, almost animalistic. For that thing lying there in the darkness, that thing which seemed intent on terrorizing a young boy, calmly and nonchalantly sat up. Its labored breathing had become louder. Now only a mattress and a few flimsy wooden slates separated my body from the unearthly breath below. I lay there, my eyes filled with tears, a fear which mere words cannot relate to you or anyone else coursed through my veins. I would not have believed that this fear could have been heightened, but I was so wrong. I imagined what this thing would look like, sitting there, listening from below my mattress, hoping to catch the slightest hint that I was awake. Imagination then turned to an unnerving reality. It began to touch the wooden slates which my mattress sat on. It seemed to caress them carefully, running what I imagined to be fingers and hands across the surface of the wood. The fuck? Then, with a great force, it prodded angrily between two slates into my mattress. Even though the padding, it felt as if someone had viciously struck their fingers into my side. I let out and ultimately cried. Okay, sorry, I did reach that right. And the wheezing, shaking, and moving thing in the bunk below replied in kind but violent, vibrating bunk as it had done the night before. Small flakes of paint powdered onto my blanket from the wall as the frame of the bed scraped along it, backward and forward. Once again I was bathed in light, and there stood my mother, loving, caring as she always was, with a comforting hug and calming words which eventually subdued my hysteria. Of course she asked what was wrong, but I could not say. I dared not say. I simply said one word over and over and over again. Nightmare. This pattern of events continued for weeks, if not months. Night after night, I would awaken to the sound of rustling sheets. Each time I would scream so as to provide this abomination with time to prod and feel for me. With each cry, the bed would shake violently, stopping with the arrival of my mother, who would spend the rest of the night in the bottom bunk, seemingly unaware of the sinister force torturing her son nightly. Along the way, I managed to feign illness a few times and come up with other less than truthful reasons for sleeping in my parents' bed. But more often than not, I would be alone for the first few hours of each night in that place, the room where the light from outside did not sit right, alone with that thing. With time, you can become desensitized to almost anything, no matter how horrific. I had come to realize that, for whatever reason, this thing could not harm me when my mother was present. I'm sure the same would have been said for my father, but as loving as he was, waking him from sleep was almost impossible. Waking me, on the other hand, was not trouble at all, thanks to the nightmares. Anger overload. I want to keep playing, I really do. I'm afraid that it's gonna cut off like it did the last time. Well, not cut off, but not save properly, because this is what I wanted. But that's all I have for now. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, please hit that like button. You're not yet subscribed, you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Check the annotation for another video that I've done. Peace. Oh, mother fuck! What'd I do wrong there? What'd I do wrong? Oh my god!